guys, my name is Dimitri MARAMENIDES, and thank you very much for visiting the Epic Kites webpage. Right now you are under the product page, the Renegade models, and as you can see here, the Renegades come in a few different sizes. You have the 6.5, the 9, the 11 Renegade, then the 13 LTD, and the Infinity, which is the light wind machine. So these are the sizes that the Renegades come in. If you are a kiter that's looking for a kite that will do everything, then the Renegade model is the kite you've been looking for. The Renegades are very good for different things you want to do. It's very good for jumping, very good for the waves, very good for teaching, very good for wake style. So it is like a kite that you can just, one kite, one model, few different sizes of course, and you can just enjoy your time having a blast on the Renegade. I mean, it's amazing, people that I meet and they try different sizes, different models, the Renegade, the Screamer, the Judge, the Surf, you know, all these models, and they're like, oh, you know, for me, I love the Renegade because it's like the kite does it by itself, you know, you don't need too much rider's input. So again, you know, that's not really true, but that's what I'm getting, the response I'm getting from different kiters out there when they demo the kite. So again, if you are a kiter that's looking for a kite that does pretty much everything, like waves, you know, jumping, freestyle, wake style, teaching your girlfriend, then the Renegade is the kite you want to get your hands on. Also, the Renegade comes with this beautiful bag here. Okay, so you have on one side you have the pump, and then on the other side you have the bar. Also, when you open here, you have a kite aid patch, you know, that will help you to patch the kite in case something happens. So have another set here in case something happens, you know, you want to fix your one pump system and all that, you have that. Then when you open the kite, the bag inside here, you know, you have everything looks really nice. Everything is plastic, so it won't corrode. So you open the bag, and inside the bag, you have another bag. See, you have another bag right here. Okay, so if your kite is wet and all that, you can always put in this bag. Okay, or if you want to travel light, because this is pretty much a big bag, and you can put actually 3 kites in this bag. So if you just want to take one kite and have it on your backpack, you know, and go biking to the beach or whatever, then just take this bag out of the other bag. Put your pump, put your bar, everything, and that's it. Okay, so again, this is where the kite comes in. Very good, strapped and all set. Okay, so again, this is the Renegade. Now, if you're interested for the Renegade 13 LTD or the Infinity, then click on the product page under the Renegade LTD and the Infinity, because these two kites are Renegade models, but they're a little bit different. Okay, so the 13 Renegade LTD comes in one color, and the Infinity light wind machine is made specifically for light wind conditions. Again, this is the Renegade. Unbelievable, as you can see. Love the colors. Everything looks really nice. Okay, so let me show you a little bit more about the features on the Renegade kites, because there's some nice features you're gonna love. Okay, so here, as you can see here, we have the EVA padding that protects the kite, okay, when it falls in the water or on the ground. But also the reason we have all these like tank marks or grip marks is so it can grab the water when it's trying to relaunch, okay? So these kind of put some grip on the water, so it relaunches the kite really easy. Here, this system is very nice, you know. This is where you put your pump. Okay, leash here, and then you can zip it in and then start pumping the kite. Also, you can use this if you have a bar that has a 5th line. I don't believe in 5th line. All our bars flies in 4 lines, but let's say you have a bar that has 5th lines, you can always use a 5th line and put it here. Okay, again, this is the EVA leading edge protection here for the bridles. Very nice and thick, you can see it. It goes all the way. So you can see the leading edge is well protected, and look how we pay attention to details. But then look how everything is all put very nicely together. Now, another good thing about the Renegade models, we had this on the 4G models, but on the 5G here, we have, as you can see, 2 options here. We have the free ride right here, and we have the wave ride. So all the kites come set up on the free ride. So if you want to jump and all this stuff and have fun for freestyle, then you leave it here. Now let's say you want to venture in the ocean. All you have to do is remove this, very easy. You just remove it. See how easy it is? In one hand, remove it and put it on the wave mode, okay? And tie it up and do this on the other side of the wingtip, okay? And make sure everything is all set, and then you go for the wave riding. So you can, you know, enjoy and venture in the waves. Then if you're done and you want to go back into jumping and all that, then you remove it and put it back here. And then you're all set for free riding, okay? So again, it depends what you want to do. But if you change it here, remember you have to go on the other side and change it also on the other side, okay? So this is a nice feature we have for the 5G. So now when you're going and set up the bar, attach the bar to the kite, okay? So right now we're on the left side, you know, red. So the bar has red lines too, so it's cook proof. Color coordinate, as you can see, red and red here. Okay, so you put on the first knot, and then here in the middle line where you have the rust and pulley here, really nice quality pulley. You have the gray line, which are the middle lines, the brake lines. Okay, as you can see, you have 2 knots. Okay, so if it's not very windy, it's perfect. All you have to do is put it on the first knot right here. Okay, and tie it. Now, if you see it's very windy and you have only one kite and you want to depower the kite already, so you don't have to do it from the bar, all you have to do is put on the second knot. By putting it on the second knot, right here, okay, that will already depower the kite. Okay, so you can have less power on the kite. Okay, so you have 2 options here. You can do this with the middle line gray. Okay, choose the knot you want. And as you can see, we pay really well attention to details on the kites. Look at the seams on the leading edge. Again, this is the one pump system here. It's connecting the leading edge to the strut. Okay, and here you have a clamp clip here that if you press it, you will lock it. You can hear it. It's locked, okay? And then it stops the air from coming to the leading edge to the strut. Now, if you want to deflate it, you unlock it. You also have here nice neoprene covers that covers zip ties around the system here, very easy to change. Okay, and if you want to replace it, you have it in the bag on the zip bucket on top of the bag of the Renegade. You have some zip ties, and you can also change this in case something happens, or this, you have extra ones in the bag in case something happens. You can see here we go to the pump system. You can see here you have 2 systems here. We have the speed valve, so you can deflate and inflate the kite really fast, okay? Or here you have also the old-fashioned system pump, okay? And you have different ways of locking it if you want to lock and secure it so it doesn't come up when the kite hits the water. So again, you have, the reason I have these 2 systems is you go to the beach and you want to pump your kite and you go to pump it and you have only this system here. This won't work, but this can work here. Okay, so you can use this. So, or if you have this type of system, very easy. You open the cover here that protects it. You open this, and this is where you put the pump here. Okay, and you start inflating. Okay, and then once you're done, you have to make sure you tight this really well. You see, because once you go kiting, you'll see when the kite is in the air and you're doing a lot of movement and all that, if I put a lot of pressure here, you hear the wind coming. So make sure you tight this really well. Okay, don't be afraid, because we have put a very nice O-ring here. It's very thick, so it's meant to be squeezed. So squeeze it and turn it really tight. Okay, and then once you're done, you close this and make sure you tie this up too. So everything has to be nice and tight. So see, nothing's coming out now. Okay, so once you're done, you're all set to go. Here again, the other reason we have this set up is with all these velcros on is so, you know, in case, because I like to pump my kite really hard. Okay, right now it's pumped to a 10.5 psi because that's how they perform really well when they're really hard, rock solid. Okay, but you can also fly in 8 psi, or if you want to teach or learning a lot of tricks, you're going to crash the kite a lot, so don't pump it too hard. Okay, but then the reason I have this system is if the kite falls in the water really hard, I'm not putting the elastic around. I'm just putting this and this, okay? So when this hits really hard, I want the pressure to come out, and this will push the valve out, okay? So you can put just one if you want and leave the other one, okay? Or you can just secure one, you know, from here, you just secure with the elastic around. So it's all up to you. But the reason I have this is it's another security system, so I don't blow my leading edge, okay? So again, This is the valve system here, 2 sets of valve system, and here is a zipper if you want to replace the leading edge bladder. Also, the trailing edge has a double layer, very well reinforced. And when you come to the end struts, you have also a material here that protects so the bridles don't get mixed or tangled with the strut when you try to relaunch. And again, this is the grab handle you grab in case you want to self-rescue. Also, the Renegade 6, 5, 9, and 11 comes in different colors. Okay, so you have different colors and they're named after different colors. Again, this is one of the colors right here. Beautiful kite, as you can see. So again, you can choose what colors you want on your Renegade 6, 5, 9, and 11. Also, once you are done kiting, I recommend when you're ready to derig and deflate, I recommend to remove the old-fashioned one. Okay, so what you have to do is you come here and pull the plug out, okay, just to keep it nice and so it keeps the same shape when it gets really hot. Okay, you don't want this to change shape in the heat. Okay, so the best thing is to remove it, and then you can deflate here. So let's do that. We can do this right there, and then here, and squeeze it. And this is where the big speed valve deflates the air really fast. Okay, so again, make sure you remove all that, and once you start rolling a kite and it's very windy, make sure you protect it, so because you don't want the sand to go inside here. So use the neoprene like that and start rolling your kite. Okay guys, well, I guess you saw pretty much everything that has to do with the Renegade. So if you're a kiter that's looking for a kite that can do pretty much everything, in the snow, kiting in the snow, wake style, in the waves, teaching, or just, you know, jumping and doing all these things up in the air, then the Renegade model is the kite you want to get on. So again, if you're an all-rounder kite that's looking for a kite for all-round, the Renegade model is the kite you want to put your hands on. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you in the water, and let's have an epic time.